If you've been diagnosed with fatty liver disease, NAFLD, then you need to pay careful attention to what I'm about to teach you in this video, because it's very likely that your doctor is giving you bad advice and is actually telling you to do things and to eat things that is making your fatty liver worse. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician with over 20 years of clinical practice experience, and I'm going to tell you today about a randomized controlled trial in human beings, in both men and women, that showed definitively that if you eat too much fruit, it will make your fatty liver disease worse. This study was conducted at the Urmia University of Medical Sciences, and it was published in the Scandinavian Journal of Gastroenterology. This was a randomized controlled trial. This was not epidemiological research. This was not food frequency questionnaire research. This was randomized controlled trial in human beings, both men and women, which is one of the stronger forms of research that we have. And you don't often see this kind of research done in nutrition science. So I'm very happy that this was done, and I'm very happy to share this with you today. And I think you're going to be shocked at what these researchers found, and shocked at the recommendations I'm going to give you at the end of this video if you'd like to reverse your fatty liver and not make it worse. So this study recruited 80 adult humans who already had a diagnosis of NAFLD, fatty liver disease, and it randomized half of them and told that half to eat less than 2 servings of fruit per day, and that was the control group. Then the experimental group, they were told to eat 4 or more servings of fruit each day. Now, they had the choice. They could eat dried fruit, fresh fruit, colorful fruit. They got to choose the fruit, the participants did. But the control group had to eat less than 2 servings a day of fruit, and the experimental group had to eat 4 or more servings of fruit each and every day. And the study lasted for 6 months, which is going to give us some good information. So the researchers checked blood work on all the participants when the study started, and then 6 months later, after eating lots of fruit for the experimental group and not much fruit at all for the control group. Here's what they found. ALT, which is a marker of liver health, how your liver's doing, ALT went up in the fruit group and went down in the non-fruit group. AST, another marker of liver health, went up in the fruit group, down in the no fruit group. Alkaline phosphatase went up in the high fruit group, down in the low fruit group. GGT, another excellent marker for overall liver health, went up in the high fruit group, down in the low fruit group. Triglycerides, yes, that triglycerides went up significantly in the high fruit group and went down significantly in the low fruit group. The average glucose reading for the fruit group went up. It went down in the non-fruit group. They actually checked a fasting insulin level, which I'm very glad they did that. Many researchers don't. The insulin level went up significantly in the high fruit group and went down closer to normal in the group that didn't eat much fruit at all. The participants' weight, who were eating lots of fruit, went up. They gained weight. The people on the low fruit diet lost weight. The BMI went up in the high fruit group, down in the low fruit group. And then waist circumference, very, very important marker of metabolic health, went up in the fruit eaters and actually decreased in the people who ate very little fruit. So again, let me remind you, this was a randomized controlled trial. This is not epidemiological observational research with food frequency questionnaires. That's very important, because a randomized controlled trial like this can actually show causation. This strongly suggests that eating lots of fruit in your diet makes fatty liver worse. And if you eat very little fruit in your diet, it can actually improve fatty liver disease. Now, more research needs to be done on this. I completely agree. This study could have been larger, but they checked lots of stuff. I wish they'd checked the hemoglobin A1C, but that's not one of the things they checked in the study. So what's the take-home message here? If you have been diagnosed with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, you need to eat less fruit. So it's quite likely that your healthcare provider, your nutritionist, your dietitian, your mama, your next door neighbor told you, oh, you need to eat more fruits and vegetables if you're trying to protect your liver, to improve fatty liver disease, to lose weight, to have a smaller waistline, to have a smaller BMI. But this randomized control trial in humans shows that you need to eat less fruit, substantially less fruit. And I would opine that if you've been diagnosed with fatty liver disease, you need to avoid fruit altogether. Definitely fruit juices or fruit juice smoothies. Those are only going to make your fatty liver disease worse, as this randomized control trial in humans showed fairly clearly. I hope this video helps you a lot. If you know someone who suffers from fatty liver disease, please consider sharing this video with them. It could reverse their fatty liver disease and in fact add years to their life with the simple act of clicking that share button. Also, if you'd like to ask me specific questions about your health, your medications, your nutrition, and have access to 4 additional live question and answer sessions each and every week, consider becoming a patron on patreon.com. There's a link down below. It could absolutely improve your health. This is Dr. Barry. I'll see you next time.